about 4 weeks. So we've been here for a couple of days. I think this will be the last day. We're heading, about time to head back home. So.
Oh, okay. Well, so the sun's supposed to come out later this afternoon.
That's fine. We'll be.
Anyways, this place here, this was built in 1807.
Okay.
This is a maritime signal tower. This was a means, it was a communication device, ship-to-shore communication via flags. And back in the day, age of sail, every seaport had some device like this to see what was coming in and out. And this is the only one left in the country.
I read that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's the only maritime signal tower left in the whole United States. We're real proud of it. There's a lot of information on the boards here. I'm not going to go through everything. You can read some more when you come back down. But this is the gentleman here. His name was Lemuel Moody, and he was a local boy. And when he was about 13 years old, he went out to sea as a water boy. And that's how he learned the business of being a ship's captain. And then when he got to be a grown man, he became the captain of his own vessel. It was called the Betsy. And then in 1799, he was very active up and down the eastern seaboard and the Caribbean and the Bermuda. You know, I mean, that was very active. Maine certainly was, and all of New England in the shipping industry. But his ship, the Betsy, was captured by pirates off the coast of Suriname in South America. It's kind of like on the top, kind of where the bulge is. And he was held prisoner for a number of weeks. And his ship was, he was finally released, and he came back, made his way back here to Portland. But he lost the ship and everything on it. That's the way of the piracy. But in the meantime, he was already a mature man, and he was married. He had married a local woman, and they had 10 children. And so by the time he got back here to Portland, he still had this huge family to support. And he lost his business. He lost everything. So he needed to make some money. So I can almost picture them sitting around the table, you know, by the time he's finally back safe and sound, going, I got to do something, but no more going out on the water, you know. So he would have seen towers like this in his work, in his travels as a sea captain, and he knew Portland didn't have one. So that's what he set out to do. Pretty crafty man. Very interesting. And the way it worked in a nutshell was that if you were a sea captain or the owner of a vessel, you would pay Moody $5 a year to have the flag of your ship. You can look at all these flags, they have people's names on them. He had a state-of-the-art telescope, cost him $500 in 1807, it was from London. He would go up to the top of the tower and look right out the shipping channel and see which vessels were coming in. And if he knew, if you were one of his customers, he would raise your flag on the top of the tower, and everybody could see it on the peninsula. Everybody could see it on land, that that vessel was on its way in. And during the age of sail, the wind kind of determined how fast it was going to be coming in. So basically, everybody who was contracted to work that vessel could be down on the docks, ready to work by the time it pulled in here. So it was a time saver. It was this was a business enterprise. He also developed quite an elaborate other systems of flags he called signalizing, that he would indicate what other activity was going on in the harbor so people on land could see, but he wouldn't identify whose vessel it was unless you ponied up the money. That's how it worked as a business. He also went up and down the stairs 3 times a day from the day it opened till the day before he passed away. And he kept meticulous weather records, which he sold to the newspaper. So this was another source of income for him. And he also let tourists go up to the top for a fee. So he was very enterprising. Sometimes the kids ask, well, was he rich? He never became a wealthy man, but he was able to support his family, very well respected in the community, and he was a prominent citizen of Portland. And we have his handiwork with us here to this day. So yeah, so go ahead. You can read some more of this on your way back down if you're so inclined. One thing I do want to point out is this drawing here, because I'll refer to it later. This is 8 stories high. This is John Bundy Brown, right down here by the statue of John Ford. Have you gone down there, the Gorham's Corner? Anyways, that's where that was located, and he was taking molasses, which we had piles of, because that came up from the Indies. The lumber went down from Maine, the molasses came up. He was we were making rum, lots and lots of rum. But also, Brown was trying to make white sugar from molasses, dehydrating to make, so that's called his sugar house, and I'll tell you something else about that.
Okay.
So come on up. Have a sip of coffee on the way. All right, ask you to use the handrails, the stairs are old.